Sold 5,000 right here, Dirk's way. Okay, is Alan sitting in here and I'm not seeing him, or we need a Travis and an Alan? Yeah, a couple. You want one? What? 385 and 420. They're coming in together. Yeah. You betcha. Thank you.
Was
385, 541, 420. We'll probably maybe just get an average on them and go from there. Yep. Okay, where's one more buyer? We're gonna get started here. One more buyer comes in. He's right behind you. What happened? All right, let's let the first one in. All right, nice little Angus heifer here. 420 pounds. Here we go. What do you want to bid here? A little bit, 350 here. Thank you. 350 and 355. 355 357 and 360 and 352 and 375 and 377 and 370. Now 372 and 375 and 377 and a half here and 380 here and 382 and 385 and 387 and 390 392 and 392 and 395. 397 and $4 here and $4 and $4 5 it'll be 4 7 and it'll be 4 10 gonna be 4 12 and it'll be 4 2 4 12 and gonna be 4 15 4 17 and a half 4 20 it'll be 4 22 and it'll be 4 25 5 and it'll be 4 27 and it'll be 4 30 and it'll be 4 27 and gonna be 4 30 4 27 and it'll be 4 30 where and it'll be 4 30 4 27 and it'll be 4 30 here and it'll be 4 30 30 it'll be 30 4 27 and it'll be 30 4 27 and a half now 30 where and it'll be 30 here and it'll be 4 27 and it'll be 4 30 4 30 4 27 and a half 4 30 all in, all done. Matt's got it. 427 and a half right there. And put it on buyer number 228. Thank you. Three steers here. Let's catch an average on them, Junior. Like to keep them together if we could, but we can maybe do choice. Let's see what they weigh a minute. What's that? Yeah, $6 a pound choice. All right, bring him back. 453 pounds. $375 all the way. Now a little bit, 377, a little bit, 377 and a half. 425 for two. 425 for doing a little bit, 427, 421, 427 and a half, 427 and a half, 425, 427 and a half, where? 427 and a half, 430 here. 430 and gonna be 432 and a half, and gonna be 432 and gonna be 435, 437 and a half, 440 and gonna be 442 and gonna be 445, and gonna be 445, 442 and a half here, and gonna be 445, and gonna be 447 and a half, 450, 450 here, and gonna be 452 and gonna be 455, and gonna be 455, and gonna be 457, and gonna be 460 here, and gonna be 432 and 432 and gonna be 435, 465, 467 and gonna be 467 and gonna be 470 here, and gonna be 472 and gonna be 475, and gonna be 477 and gonna be 480 here, and gonna be 480, now 42 and a half, 45, then gonna be 45, 5, then gonna be 42, then gonna be 45, 5, 42 and a half, then gonna be 45, 42 and a half, then gonna be 45 here, then gonna be 42, then gonna be 45, 42, then gonna be 45, 42 and a half here, 45, where? 45, where? 42 and then going to be 45, 5, 42 and then going to be 45, 42 and a half, 45, 42 and then going to be 45, 5, all in, all done. 42 and a half right there. Put it on 190. Still want the 2? Take them all. 5-way and worm them. You want all of them? All right, done deal. Thank you. Yeah. Sweet little black steer there. Yeah, $3 here. That'll be two, and that'll be $2 here. And that'll be 205. Where? That'll be 205. That'll be $2 here. Gonna be 205. 205. 205. That'll be 5. $2 and that'll be 205. That'll be 205. Where? That'll be 205. I got 2. Need 5 more here. That'll be 205. That'll be 210. That'll be 215 here. That'll be 220. Now 225. 230. That'll be 235. That'll be 240 here. That'll be 245. That'll be 250 here. That'll be 255. Gonna be 260, gonna be 265, I'm gonna be 270, 275, 280, 285, then I'm gonna be 285, gonna be 290 here, and then I'm gonna be 290, 90, gonna be 295, I'm gonna be $3 here, and then I'm gonna be 305, I'm gonna be 310, 315, 320, 320, then I'm gonna be 315, then I'm gonna be 320 here, and then I'm gonna be 315, then I'm gonna be 320, 315, gonna be 320 Miller, 315, then I'm gonna be 320, 315, then I'm gonna be 320, 315, then I'm gonna be 320, 20, then I'm gonna be 20, 315, then I'm gonna be 20, 20, 20, all in, all done. 315 over there, 14 by 72. 14 on 72. Here, black heifer. $2 here. That'll be two. That'll be $2 here. That'll be two. That'll be $2. $2 here now. That'll be 5. That'll be 5. That'll be 205. That'll be 205 here. That'll be $2 now. 5. $2 and 5. $2 and 5 there. That'll be 210. 10. Here we go now. That'll be 215. That'll be 220. 20. That'll be 225. 5. I'm gonna be 230. 235. 240. That'll be 245. That'll be 250 here. That'll be 245. That'll be 250 where? That'll be 245. That'll be 250. 245. That'll be 50. 50. That'll be 245. That'll be 50 here. That'll be 245. Now 50. 245. That'll be 50. 50. 50. That'll be 240. Then I'm going to be 50, all in, all done. All in, all done. Sold it to you 245 right there. 14 on 55. 14 on 55. Thank you. Here we go. Steer. $3 here. That'll be 3. That'll be 285. That'll be 285. That'll be 287. That'll be 285. Now 7.5. 285. That'll be 287.5. And that'll be 285. That'll be 287. That'll be 285. That'll be 287. That'll be 287. That'll be 285. That'll be 287.5. 285. That'll be 287.5. And that'll be 287. That'll be here we go. 290. That'll be 290. 290. 290. That'll be 292. That'll be 292.5. 292.5. 290 here, that'll make it 292 and a half, and that'll make it 290 here, that'll make it 292 and a half, 292 and a half, 292 and a half, all in, all done. 290 right over here on 80 straight. 5-way, 8-way, please, 80 straight. Nice little Hereford heifer here. Redneck. $2 here. That'll be two. That'll be $2 here. That'll be 185. That'll be 187. That'll be 185. That'll be 187 and a half here. That'll be 185. That'll be 187 and a half. 185, 187 and a half here. That'll be 190 here. That'll be 192 and that'll be 195. Gonna be 197 and a half. That'll be 2. Gonna be 2 and a half. Now 5. Now 210, that'll be 212 and a half, that'll be 215, gonna be 217 and a half, that'll be 220, that'll be 220, 20, 20, gonna be 220, 222 and a half, 225, 227, that'll be 230 here, that'll be 232 and that'll be 235, gonna be 237 and a half, gonna be 240, gonna be 42 and a half, here, gonna be 242 and a half, now 5, now 245, that'll be 245, 5, 5, 5, 5, all done over here, gonna be 242 and a half, gonna be 245, gonna be 247 and a half, 247 and a half, 240, that'll be 247 and a half, 245, that'll be 247 and a half, gonna be 250 here, that'll be 250, 252 and a half, 255, 257 and that'll be 60 here, that'll be 262 and that'll be 265, 5, gonna be 265, 265, 265, that'll be yes sir, 265, 267 and a half, that'll be 267 and a half, 265, that'll be 267 and a half, that'll be 265, that'll be 267 and a half, 265, that'll be 267 and a half, all in, all done. Sold it to you 265, Mr. Lickle, 601, 601, thank you. Can we get an average on these two, Junior, please? All right, I'm putting the first two on the scale. We're going to get an average on them. This is the lighter two. And then if I got guys in the ring, I'll just go with them, and then I'll come back to you last, okay? All right. 403-pound average on these two. 403-pound average. And I'm going to give Denise the phone, and then I'll the guy, I got to buy her. Thanks, Kevin. The Enum Claw guy. All right, here we go. What do you want to do here? $2 here. $150. $150 here. $150 here. $150. $150 $1 there. Now $2.50. $1. $2.50. $5 here. $107. $110. $10. $112. $15. $117. $120. $122. $125. $5. $127. $130. $30. $30. $132. $135 here. $137, and then I'm going to be 40 here, and then I'm going to be 142 and a half, going to be 145, 147 and a half, 150 here, and then I'm going to be 150, 50, 50, and then I'm going to be 150 here, and then I'm going to be 152, and then I'm going to be 155, going to be 157 and a half, going to be 130, 132 and a half, going to be 135, going to be 137 and a half, going to be 170 here, going to be 132 and a half, going to be 175, 55, 177 and a half, 180, 182 and a half, then I'm going to be 185, going to be 187 and a half, 187 and a half, going to be 190 here, then I'm going to be 192 and a half, then I'm going to be 192 and a half, now 195 here, 197 and a half, $2 here, then I'm going to be $2 and a half, then I'm going to be $2 here, going to be $2 and a half on the phone, $2 and a half, then I'm going to be $2 here, then I'm going to be $2 and a half, then I'm going to be $2 and a half, $2 and a half, okay, I got 2 here, then I'm going to be $2 and a half, $2 and a half, then I'm going to be $2 and a half, $2 and a half, $2 and a half, now 5 here, then I'm going to be 7 and a half, then I'm going to be 2, then I'm going to be 2, 7 and a half, then I'm going to be 2, 7 and a half, then I'm going to be 2, 7 and a half. Now 210, 212 and a half, then I'm going to be 210, then I'm going to sold them to you, 210 right there, 14 on, 22, 14 on 22, thank you. That's all right, Shorty, let's take it easy on him. 438. We'll just call him 590. He was 590. No, 538. All right, here we go. $2 here, going to be 150 here, going to be 150 here. It was 590 pounds yesterday or the other day here, 590. Here we go, going to be 150 here, going to be 150, 50, going to be $1 here, going to be $1, going to be $1, $1 here, going to be 50 cents on them, going to be 52, going to be 52 and a half, 52 and a half, 50 here, going to be 52 and a half, going to be 55, 57 and a half, going to be 60 here, going to be 62 and a half, going to be 65. Now 67 and a half, going to be 70 here, going to be 72 and a half, going to be 75, going to be 77 and a half, going to be 82, 82 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, going to be 90 here, 92 and a half, going to be 95, 97 and a half, going to be 97 and a half, going to be $1 here, going to be 102 and a half, going to be 102 and a half, going to be 105, going to be 107 and a half, 110, 112 and a half, going to be 110, how about 12 and a half on the phone here, going to be 110, going to be 112 and a half, going to be 115, 115, 117 and a half, going to be 117 and a half, going to be 117 and a half, going to be 120 here, going to be 120, 130, now 132 and a half, 130, be 132 and a half, half, and 132 and a half, gonna be 135, gonna be 137 and 135, gonna be 137 and a half, 137 and a half, gonna be 140, 140, and gonna be 140, and gonna be 150, and gonna be 152 and a half, half, and gonna be 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 150, and gonna be 152 and a half, and gonna be 150, and gonna be 152 and a half, half, and gonna be 150, and gonna be 152 and a half, 152 and a half, 152, and gonna be 152 and a half, 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 all in, all done, sold at 150, 14 buy. 22X and what? Put them with the 22s, thank you. Okay, thank you. This one's going to be your 795 pounder. $542 in the ring, 795 pounds. I got $1 here. Now 102 to hand, a little bit, gonna be 102 to hand, a little bit, gonna be 102 to hand, gonna be 105, gonna be 105, gonna be 107 and a half, gonna be 107 and a half, gonna be 110, gonna be 112 and a half, 112 and a half, 30, 20, then I'm gonna be 122 to have, and don't let them scare you off, Junior. Then I'm gonna be 122 to hand, then I'm gonna be 125, 30, then I'm gonna be 132 to hand, then I'm gonna be 132 and a half, 132 and a half, 130, then I'm gonna be 132 and a half here, then I'm gonna be 132 to hand, then I'm gonna be 132 to have, gonna be 132 and a half, 135. 42 and a half, then I'm gonna be 142 to hand, then I'm gonna be 142 and a half here, 145, 147 and a half. That'll make a bit of be 147 and a half, and that'll make a be 147 and a half, 145 here, and that'll make a be 147 and a half. Junior, you're all done here. Then I'm gonna be 145, gonna be 147 and a half, 145. Then I'm gonna be 147, and then I'm gonna be 145, gonna be 147 and a half. All in, all done. 145, 14 on, 22X. Pen them with the 22s. 610. $1 here, $1 there, and be 101, $102 and $1 here, gonna be 102 and a half, Junior, 102 and a half, gonna be 102 and a half, 105, gonna be 7 and a half, gonna be 107 and a half, 110, 110, 112 and a half, gonna be 15, gonna be 117 and a half, gonna be 117 and a half, gonna be 120, gonna be 122 and a half, gonna be 122 and a half, 120 here, how about 122 and a half, gonna be 122 and a half, gonna be 125, 125, 125, 30, gonna be 132 and a half, gonna be 132 and a half, and then I'm gonna be 132 and a half, gonna be 135, 137 and a half here, 137 and a half here, 137, 140, and then I'm gonna be 42, and then I'm gonna be 142, and then I'm gonna be 142 and a half, gonna be 145, gonna be 147, and then I'm gonna be 147 and a half, 147 and a half, 147, and then I'm gonna be 145, and then I'm gonna be 145 here, gonna be 147, and then I'm gonna be 145, gonna be 147 and a half, all in, all done. Sold at 145, 14 on 22X, final with the 22s. Here's a rip and steer here, 670 pounds last night. Hereford and Angus parents. Here we go. What do you want me to hear? Sweet steer here. Shelton cattle here. It'll be 250 here. It'll be 250. Now 250. It'll be 252 to hand. It'll be serious cattle here. It'll be 252 and a half. 252 and a half. 252. It'll be 252 and a half right there. It'll be 255. It'll be 257 and it'll be 255. It'll be 257 and a half. Now 260. 260. What's that? $3. 302 and then it'll be 305 and then it'll be 555 307 and then it'll be 307 and a half 305 7 and a half 305 it'll be 7 and a half it'll be 10 it'll be 12 and a half it'll be 12 and a half 312 and a half 312 and a half 315 317 and a half now 317 and it'll be 317 and a half it'll be 320 and it'll be 322 and a half 320 here it'll be 322 and it'll be 320 here going to be 322 and a half 322 and a half 322 it'll be 320 here it'll be 322 and a half and it'll be 322 and a half then get 320 here going to be 322 and a half 320 then I'm going to be 322 and a half 320 then I'm going to be 322 and a half I'm going to be 322 and a half he's back 322 and a half 325 327 and a half 327 then I'm going to be 330 then I'm going to be 332 then I'm going to be 332 and a half I'm going to be 332 and a half 332 and a half 332 and a half then I'm going to be 335 then I'm going to be 337 and a half then I'm going to be 335 here I'm going to be 337 and a half 340 342 and a half 340 then I'm going to be 342 and a half 340 then I'm going to be 342 and a half then I'm going to be 342 and a half 340 now 2 and a half 340 here then I'm going to be 342 and a half then I'm going to be 340 here then I'm going to be 342 and a half all in all done all in all done. Sold it to you, Aaron. 340. Put it on 102. 340. 102. Thank you. All right. Here's two beautiful heifers here. Bred to a black Angus bull or a black white face. They've been exposed to two different bulls. 6 months bred. All right, here we go. What do you want to bid here? 3,000 here by the head here. 3,000 here. 3. Now 3. Now 3 where? 3,000 here. What's that? They're marked as heifers. Yeah, I think so. Might be a second on one of them. 3,000, 3,800, 2,800 here, 25, 26 here, 26 here, now 27, 28, 29, 3,000 here, 31, 32, 33 here, going to be 34, 34 here, now 35, 35, going to be 3,600, 36 here, 35, going to be 36, how about 35 and a quarter up there, and we'll keep her going, 35 and a going to be half, going to be 35 and a half, 35 and a half, 35 and a half, going to be 35 and a half, going to be 35, 75, going to be 35, 75, going to be 35, 75, 35, 75, beautiful animals here, and then going to be 35, 75, then going to be 4,000, and then going to be 4, 35, 75, 4, 35, 75, then going to be 4,000, where, and then going to be 4,000 here, then going to be 4, 35, 75, 35, 75, 36, where, and then going to be 35, 75, going to be 36, where, 3,600, then going to be 35, 75, then going to be 3,600, all in, all done, 35, 75, 3,600 where? I'm going to go to 36 here. I'm going to go to 3,600 where? I'm going to go to 3,600. I'm going to go to 3,600. All in, all done. Sold them to you. 35.75. Buyer number 606. 606. Thank you. Trying to get up to 4. I tried. Here we go. 1 plus. Little Black Angus deal here. Bred to either a black white face bull or the Colonel's son, Black Angus. Here we go. What do you want to do here? By the pound. $1. $1. 85 cents on her. 85. Now 85. 85. 85 cents here. 50 here. 52. 52 and a half. Let's get a weight on her, please. Here. $9.40. Got 50. Need 52. If you want to do 52, 52 to hang. Going to be 55. Going to be 57. Going to be city here. Going to be city in 62 to have. Going to be 62 to have 60. 62 and a half. Where? Going to be 60 cents here. Going to be 62 to have. Going to be 62 and a half. City here. Going to be 62 to have. Going to be 62 to have. City here. Going to be 62 and a half. 62 to have. Going to be 62 to have. All in. All done. Be 60 cents. 2 or 3 straight. 60 cents. 2 or 3 straight. Thank you. Okay, 6 months bred here to a Black Angus bull. Nice brockle face cow. Yeah, actually I can give you an idea here. What's her back tag there? 571. Actually, never mind. I didn't write any back tags. Let's see what she weighs. $12.45. We'll bring her back. Here we go. Nice cow here. 2,500. By the head here. 25. 22. 2,200. 2,200. 22. 22. 2,200. I'll be 22. 23. Now 23. Here we go. 23. 24. 25. 26 here. Now 27. 28 here. 27. 28 where? 27. 28 here. You said it right there. Then I'm gonna be 29. Then I'm gonna be 28 here. You're gonna be 29. 29. 28. Then I'm gonna be 2900. Where? Then I'm gonna be 20. Then I'm gonna be 29. 99. 20. Then I'm gonna be 2900. 28. Then I'm gonna be 29. Then I'm gonna be 28 here. Then I'm gonna be 2900. Who do we 29? 28. Then I'm gonna be 29. 28. Then I'm gonna be. We could probably do 28 and a quarter here. Then I'm gonna be 28 and a quarter. Gotta be 28 and a half. Half. 28. Then I'm gonna be 28 and a half. Gonna be 28.75. 28.75. Then I'm gonna be 28. Then I'm gonna be 28.75. 5. 28. Then I'm gonna do 28 and a half here again. 28.75. 28.75. 28 and a half. I'm gonna be 28.75. All in, all done. 28 and a half right here. 220. 220. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay, one open cow here. Buck 35. Let's throw her on the scale. First chance you get here. Be 125. She's open. Yep. 125. Then I'm gonna be 126 here. Then I'm gonna be 127. Then I'm gonna be 128. 129. Then I'm gonna be 129. Gonna be 130. Then I'm gonna be 131. Gonna be 132. Now 3. Now 134. 135. Then I'm gonna be 136 here. Then I'm gonna be 137. Then I'm gonna be 138. Then I'm gonna be 138. Gonna be 139. 99. Gonna be 140. Then I'm gonna be 141. Now 142. 143. Then I'm gonna be 144. Then I'm gonna be 145. I'm gonna be 146 here. Then I'm gonna be 147. Gonna be 148. 149. 140. Gonna be 149. 140. Then I'm gonna be 149. Where? Then I'm gonna be 140. Then I'm gonna be 149. 99. Then I'm gonna be 148. Who did 149? All in, all done. 148 there. 14 by 11. 14 on 11. 572. One of the big girls here. 6 month spread. She likes you, Gertis. We'll check it. We'll check it. She's going to be about 1,700 pounds. You think so? She's going to be about 17, I think, here. Yeah. You'll see her again. Is that what you're getting at? There you go. Bring her back. Here we go. What do you want to be here? Big cow here. Bred to a black Angus bull. 2,200. 22 right there. 23. Now 24, 25. Then I'm going to be 26 here. Then I'm going to be 2,600. 25 here. Then I'm going to be 2,600. Where? Then I'm going to be 26 here. Then I'm going to be 27. Who to be 28 here? Going to be 20, 28. Then I'm going to be 29. Gap 28 here. Then I'm going to be 29. Then I'm going to be 29. 20. Then I'm going to be 2,900. Then I'm going to be 28 here. Then I'm going to be 29. 99. Who's going to be 29? 28, 29. 28, 29, then I'm going to be 28, 29, then I'm going to be 28 and a quarter here, you're going to be 28 and a quarter, 28 and a half, 28 and a half, 28 and a half. I'm going to be 28.75, then I'm going to go 28 and a half, then I'm going to be 28.75, then I'm going to be 28 and a half, I'm going to be 28.75, 28 and a half, then I'm going to be 28.75, 28 and a half, then I'm going to be 28.75, then I'm going to be 28.75, 28 and a half, I'm going to be 28.75, big cow, 28.75, then I'm going to be 28.75, then I'm going to be 29, then I'm going to be 29.99, 29.99, get 28.75, then I'm going to be 2900, 28.75 and 29, now 29, 28.75, then I'm going to be 2900, then I'm going to be 28, then I'm going to be 2900, 28.75, I'm going to be 29, now 29, 2900, then I'm going to be 28, then I'm going to be 29, 99, then I'm going to be 28, all in, all done, all in, all done. Sold it, 28.75, 220, 28.75, 220. Thank you. Come on. Give her a little daylight out there, maybe. Just probably blow right through it. Come on, get out of here. Good job. We gotta time this. All right, here's a big 1995 cow here. What number we got on her? Is that the 5? That's the 5-month bred one. Here we go. What do you want to do here? 2,500. 22 here. Now 23 where? 23. 24. 25. 2,500. 26 here. Going to be 27. 26. 2,700. 26 here. Going to be 27. 20. Going to be 27. 7. Going to be 26 here. Going to be 27. 27. 2,700 where? Going to be 26 here. Going to be 27. Okay. 26 here. Going to be 26 and a quarter. 26 and a quarter, 26 and a half, 26 and a half, then I'm going to be 26.75, and then I'm going to be 2700, then I'm going to be 27 and a quarter, going to be 27 and a half, 27.75, 2800, then I'm going to be 28 here, 28, 25, I'm going to be 28 and a half here, then I'm going to be 28 and a half, going to be 28.75, 2900, 29 and a quarter, 29 and a half, 29 and a half, then I'm going to be 29 and a quarter, 29 and a half, 29.75, then I'm going to be 29.75 here, now 3, going to be 3 and a quarter, then I'm going to be 3 and a half, then I'm going to be 3 and a half, going to be 3.75, 5, going to be 31, then I'm going to be 31, 1, 1, 3100 where, 3100 where, then I'm going to be 3100, then I'm going to be 3100, then I'm going to be 30, going to be 31, 1, 1, then I'm going to be 3100, who to be 3100, 3100, 3100, 3100, then I'm going to be 31, 1, 1, then I'm going to be 3100, going to be 3100. Travis is in at 3075, need 31, now 31, then I'm going to be 31, 1, then I'm going to be 31, 1, then I'm going to be 31, now 31, now 31, then I'm going to be 31, 1, then I'm going to be 31, 1, 220, then I'm going to be 31, then I'm going to be 31, 1, 1, then I'm going to be 31, all in, all done. Sold her 3,075, 22 or 14 by 33. Okay, this one here we're calling her vet confirmed 8 plus. Bred to a Black Angus bull. She's only 4 to 5 years old. Oh, it's a Murray Grey cow. Murray Grey cow, 4 to 5 years old, bred to an Angus bull. Vet confirmed 8 plus. So you're on this one too. Yeah, you're playing on this one too. No, just on that bid here. Here we go. What do you want to do here? Be 2,500. Be 25. 2,500. 25. 25. 22. 25 right there. Be 2,600. Be 26 here. Now 27. Be 28 here. Be 29. Be 29 here. Now 3. 29. Be 3,000 here. Be 29. Be 3. Be 2,900. Gonna be 3,000. 3,000. 3,000 where? Be 29 and a quarter. Be 29 and a half. Be 29 and a half. Going to be 29 and a half, 29.75, 29.75 now 3, now 3,000, going to be 3, going to be 3,000 here, got 29.75, going to be 3,000, 29.75, going to be 3,000, 29.75, going to be 3,000, where going to be 3, going to be 29.75, going to be 3,000, 29.75, 3, 29, here he is, 3,000, going to be 3 and a quarter, going to be 3,000 here, going to be 3 and a quarter, 3,000 here, going to be 3 and a quarter, 3,000 here, going to be 3 and a quarter, going to be 3 and a quarter, going to be 3,000 here, going to be 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, all in, all done, all in, all done. We sold it to Matt there, $3,000. Put it on 228, buyer 228. Thank you. Look at this big bruiser. Let's catch weight on him. Off the Vanderhoof Dairy, big boy. Good job. Yeah, no shit, I know, right? Cheap high. And the stakes are high, too. Right? What's he gonna weigh? 2190. 2190. Want him back? 185. 160. I would say so, yeah. 165 here, 135, 135, 150, 150 where? 145, 145, 145. Junior, what's up? Oh yeah, good bull for you, Junior. 145, 130, there we go. Now we got started here, going to be 131, going to be 131, going to be 132, at 133, going to be 134, going to be 135, 136, going to be 137, going to be 138, 139, going to be 140, 141, 142, going to be 143, 144, 145, 46, going to be 147, going to be 148, going to be 149, 150, 151, 152, going to be 151, going to be 152, where? Going to be 151, going to be 152, 151, going to be 152, 151, going to be 152, 22, going to be 151, going to be 152, 22, going to be 141, and 2, all in, all done, sold at 151, 14 buy. Bulls 3, 14 on Bulls 3, thank you. $3,300 bull there. Yeah, right. Here comes his brother. A little bigger and better. $566. Yep. Catch a weight on him. He's just a big old barrel. What's he going to be, 24? 2010, what the heck? Buck City 5, 135, 150 here, 150 here, 151, at 151, they get along, Junior, 152, 153, 154, what'd you say, 60, 161, 132, 132 here, 132, 131, 132, 131 here, 132, 132, all in, all done, all you bought her, 160, bought him, 161 there. Same way. Bulls 2, pen them separate. Those two are buddies. Yeah, they've been together all afternoon. Pen them together. Look at this guy. Not the same farm. This should be... This is a natural milk bad boy right here from my house. He was living in the barns at my house. Here we go. Suppose we want to catch a weight on him. Nope. He'll go. £5. I haven't seen him jump. He just got here, didn't he? I don't know. I haven't seen him do anything crazy at my house. He's never been out, I can tell you that. Definitely first time to town. He's only been used for 2 summers, so I think he's about 3.5, 3-ish. Well, if you want, you can send him all the way back up in the ring, and I'll shut the door. 2040. Buck 65, 150 here, 150 here, gonna be 151, and 152, gonna be 153, gonna be 154, gonna be 155, 156 here, gonna be 157, gonna be 158, 159, 99, gonna be 130, gonna be 131, gonna be 132, gonna be 133, gonna be 134, gonna be 135, and 166 here, gonna be 137, gonna be 138, 139, gonna be 170, and 131, gonna be 132, gonna be 131, gonna be 132, gonna be 133, gonna be 134, gonna be 135, 36 here, gonna be 137, gonna be 1. Did you say 177? 177, it'll make it be 177. 177, it'll make it be 177. All in, all done. All in, all done. Sold it to you 176, 7 on bowls. 176, 7 on bowls. Thank you. Here we go. 3 jerseys here. 120. 120 here. 120. For choice, you got it. 31. 31 wearer for choice here. 130. 131. 131. 131. 131. All in. All. Travis, no. 31 for choice. 131. Sold him 130 right here. Takes them all. Thanks for coming in, guys. Seven on three. Buy one or two. 130. 130. 130. What day? It's a date on it. 1126 30D 300. One 130. 130 right there. 130 choice and 131. 131. 131. 131. I don't know. Says it looks like 306. 30D, I would say. 30D. I don't know what's in front of it. I need 131 on both. We'll do that. 131 for two. 132. 132. 132. 131 gonna be 132. 132. 131 132. 132. 131 gonna be 132. 132. All in, all done. You bottom 131 on 14 by 3. 14 on 3. Thank you. Here we go. Sell your choice here. 125, 126 here. 126 here. All the way 7 here. 127, 7, 126 here. What's that? 130 for choice. 131, 131. 31 all the way. 132, 35 for choice. 136 here all the way. 36 here all the way. 37 all in, all done. 136 all the way there. Put it on 14 on 3. Thank you. All right, perfect. Yeah, I'll send the memo back there. Right? No, I wouldn't get carried away. Buck 30 here. 130, 130, 130, 130 here. 125, 120, 121, gonna be 122, 25, gonna be 126 here, 121, gonna be 126, 121, gonna be 126 here, gonna be all in all done. You bottom 125. Put it on 14 on 3. Thank you. Look at this bad boy. I don't know why these two would come in together. This ain't gonna work. We're getting carried away now. Selling choice. Buck 45. Let's sell the big one. Let's nip this in the bud. We're selling the big one. Buck 45. 141. 143. 143 for the big one. I'm selling the big one. You want them both? 43, 144. Gonna be 144. All in, all done. Sold them 143 your way. 14 on 3. 14 on 3. Buck 25, buck 20, gonna be 121, 121, gonna be 122, gonna be 122 now, 123, 123. Sure, 124, gonna be 124, 123. Thanks guys for coming in. 124 here, gonna be 123, gonna be 124, 123, gonna be 124. Unless Alan wants to give me more for choice. 123 4, sold him 123 your way, put it on 14 on. Same way, 14 on 3. Shut the door, Shorty. Shut the door. Buck 25. 120. 120 here. 120. 115 here. 115. 115. Hold up here. 920. 85, 85 here, 87, 90 here, 92 and a half here, 91, you say 92 and a half? $1 now, 101, 110, 11 here, 12, 130, 113, 114, 115 here, 116, 117, 118, 119, 18, 119, 18, 119, all in, all done, 118 here, 118, 14 on 3. Alan, are you in at 118? You're 118. Do you want to be 118 or not? We'll sell her again, and I'm not going to argue about it. I don't think he was. Baller 10, 11. 112. 112 now. He's 11, you're 12, 13. It'll going to be 114. 113, going to be 114. You bought her 113, put it on 14 on 3. Buck 20 here. Gotta be 120. Gotta be 120. Gotta be 120. 20. Gotta be 115. 115. Gotta be 115. Gotta be 112. 110. 110. 10. 10. Gotta be 110. 10. 10. Gotta be 105. Gotta be $1. $1 here. Gotta be 85. Gotta be 85. Gotta be 87 and a half. 85. Gotta be 87. Gotta be 90. 92 and a half. 95. 97. Gotta be $1 here. Gotta be 102. Gotta be 105, gonna be 107 and a half here, gonna be 110, gonna be 11 here, gonna be 111, 12, 113, then I'm gonna be 114, gonna be 115, gonna be 115, 114, gonna be 115, 16 here, then I'm gonna be 115, gonna be 116, sold her 115, 13 on 3, 115, 13 on 3, or 14 on 3, 14 on 3. Buck 20 here. Be 120. Be 120. 15 where 110. 110. 105. $1.95. 95 right there. 97. 97 and a half. 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 $5. $6 here. Then I'm going to be 107. Then 108 here. Going to be 109. Going to be 10. Now 11. 112. Then I'm going to be 113. Going to be 114. 113. Going to be 114. 113. 14 solder. 113. Put it on 14 on 3. 14 on 3. So I don't think we ended up with anything, did we? 58. 110 here. Gonna be 111. Gonna be 110. Gonna be 111. Gonna be 110. Gonna be 111. 110. 15, 16, gonna be 116, gonna be 117, gonna be 120, gonna be 121, gonna be 121, and 122, 123, 124, gonna be 125, 5, 5, 5, 5, gonna be 126 here, gonna be 127, gonna be 128, 129, 130, 130 here, gonna be 129, gonna be 130, 130, 130, sold him 129, put it on 73, 129, 73. Oh, 110 here, gonna be 11 here, gonna be 111. Buck 29, gonna be 129, 99, gonna be 130, gonna be 130, 130, 129, gonna be 130, 130, 129, 30, all in, all done. Sold him 129, 14 on 3, 129, 14 on 3, thank you. Buck 29 here, gonna be 125, 5, 5, gonna be 122, 2, 2, gonna be 120, gonna be 15, gonna be 10, gonna be 5. Want to do 10 there? Thank you. Gonna be 111 where? Gonna be 110, gonna be 111, gonna be 10, gonna be 111, 110, gonna be 111, 111, 110, gonna be sold them to you 110, 14 on 3, 14 on 3x, 14 on 3x. Thanks for coming, Aaron. Have a good one. There we go. Buck 45 here. Gonna be 146 here. Gonna be 145. Gonna be 146 here. Gonna be 146 here. Gonna be 147. Gonna be 147. Gonna be 146 and 147. You say 46 and a half. 47. Gonna be 147 and a half. Gonna be 148 here. Gonna be 147 and a half. Sold it to 140. Put it on 7 straight. Buck 45 here. Gonna be 145. Well, that's a weird one there. Buck 40 here, 35, 135, then I'm going to be 136 here, then I'm going to be 135, then I'm going to be 136 here, then I'm going to be 135, then I'm going to be 136. It's all in, all done. Sold her 135 there, 7 on 3, 135, 7 on 3. Buck 50 here, 48 here, 45, 5, 5, then I'm going to be 42, 2, 2, then I'm going to be 43, 42, 3, 42, then I'm going to be 43 here. 44, then I'm going to be 45, then I'm going to be 45, I'm going to be 46 here, then I'm going to be 45, I'm going to be 146 here, 145. Now 6, all in, all done. You bought him 145, put it on 14 on 3. Oh, let's catch a weight on her when you get a chance. 65 cents on her, a little bit, gonna be 35, 5, a little bit, gonna be 35, a little bit, gonna be 37, a little bit, gonna be 35, a little bit, gonna be 37, and 36, 37, out 38, out 30, a little bit, gonna be 39, here, a little bit, gonna be 40, here, a little bit, gonna be 41, 42, 22, gonna be 43, gonna be 44, gonna be 45, 46 here, gonna be 47, a little bit, gonna be 46 here, gonna be 47, all in all done. Sold at 46 on 14 on 3X, 14 on 4, 14 on 4. Buck 45, gonna be 2, 2, gonna be 43, gonna be 1, gonna be 142, gonna be 143, 3, gonna be 144, gonna be 145, 146 here, gonna be 146 and a half, 46 here, gonna be 46 and a half, gonna be 47, gonna be 147, 77, sold her 146 and a half, your way 73, 146 and a half, 73. Buck 25, 125, 5, 126 here, 125, 126, and 126. 126 here, 126, 126, 126 here, 126 here, 126, sold her 125.73. Buck 48 here. 145, 5, 35, 136 here, 136 here, 135, 136, and 6 here, 136, 137, 137, gonna be 138, 139 here, gonna be 40, out 40, 41, gonna be 42, gonna be 43, gonna be 44, gonna be 45, 5, 44, gonna be 45, 5. Sold her 144 on 14 by 3, 14 on 3. Buck 45, 42, 22, 35, 5, and then gonna be 36 here, then gonna be 135, then gonna be 136 here, 35, gonna be 136 now, 136, 7, then gonna be 137, 7, gonna be 136 here, gonna be 137, 136, then gonna be 137, gonna be 138, then gonna be 138, gonna be 139 here, gonna be now 40, 141, then gonna be 142, then gonna be 143, gonna be 144, now 4, now 5, now 145, then gonna be 145, 5, 46 here, then gonna be 147, then gonna be 147 here, 46 and a half, 147, 147 and a half, 148, then gonna be sold her to you, 147 and a half, 7 on 3, 147 and a half, 7 on 3. 110, a little bit, 105, gonna be 105 here now 6, 105 6, 105 6 7, gonna be 108 here, gonna be 109, gonna be 110, gonna be 11, gonna be 112, gonna be 113, gonna be 114, 115, 116, 117, gonna be 118, 119, gonna be 120, gonna be 121, now 122, 123 4, now 5, 6 here, gonna be 127, then 126 here, gonna be 127, 126 here, gonna be 127, sold her 126, 14 on 3, 14 on 3. Buck 50 here, be 151 now, be 151, 151, now 151, 151 here, 151, 150 here, 51, now 52, now 52, thanks for coming in guys, here, gonna be 152, gonna be 153 here, gonna be 154, now 154, 53 and a half, gonna be 154, 4, 53 and a half, gonna be 154, you bought her 153 and a half, put it on 7 straight, put it on 7 straight, thank you. Buck 45 here, then gonna be 146 here, then gonna be 140, then gonna be 146 here, then gonna be 145, then here, then gonna be 146. And 7 here, then gonna be 147, then 146 and a half, gonna be 147, then gonna be 146 and a half, 47, gonna be 147 and a half, gonna be 148, 148 and a half, 149 and a half, 149 and a half, gonna be 150 here, gonna be 150 and a half, 151, 51 and a half, 52, 52 and a half, gonna be 153, 53 and a half, 53 and a half, 53 and a half, 54, 4, and then gonna be sold her to you 153 and a half, 7 straight, 153 and a half, 7. Buck 50 here. Buck 50. Be careful whether easy does it. Gonna be 151. Gonna be 151. 1. Then gonna be 50. Gonna be 151. 1. Now 51. Now 51. Now 51. Gonna be 151. 1. Gonna be 151. 150 here. Now 1. Gonna be 151. All in, all done. Sold her 157 straight. 157 straight. Buck 30 here. 130, 130, 130, 130, 30, 30, 130, 130. Good cow. Gonna be 128 here. Gonna be 125, 5, 5. Gonna be 125, 122, 122. Gonna be 120 here. Gonna be 120. Gonna be 120. Gonna be 18, 19. Here gonna be 19, 18, 19, 20. Gonna be 121. 122. Gonna be 122, 2, 2. 121 now 122. Gonna be 121. Gonna be 122 now 123. Gonna be 123 now 124. 123 4 4 solder 1 2 3 on 14 on 3. Oh, 120. Be 120. Be 110, 10, 10. That'll be 105. $1. $1 and go here. Be 1, 1, 1. 85. 85, 5, 5. Then be 85. 65. 65 here. 50, 50, 50. 35. Then be 20 cents on. 50, anyone gonna go 50 on her? 10, 10, 10. I'm gonna be right there, and gonna be 12 and a half. And I'm gonna be 11. 10 now 11. All in all done. 10 cents on 203 straight. 10 cents on 203 straight. Buck 25. 126 here, 126 here, 126 here, 125 now 6 here, 126 here, 125 now 6 where I'm going to be set here, and I'm going to be 127, I'm going to be 128 here, and I'm going to be 129, going to be 130, 131, going to be 132 now 3, I'm going to be 134, going to be 134, 4, 4, going to be 135 here, going to be 136 now 136 here, and I'm going to be sold her to 135, put it on 73, 135, 73. Ooh, Red Holstein. Buck 30 here. 130. 131, 132, and 133, and I'm gonna be 134, and I'm gonna be 134, 433, and I'm gonna be 134, gonna be 134, and 135 and a half, 36 here, gonna be 136, and gonna be 137, gonna be 137, and then I'm gonna be 137, and gonna be 138 here, gonna be 138, and gonna be 139, 99 and a half, 139 and a half, and gonna be 140 here, and I'm gonna be 130, sold her to you 139 and a half, but on 73, 139 and a half, 73. Selling the Holstein. Buck 15, be 116 here, be 115, be 116, 117, be 118, 18, 19, 120, be 121, gonna be 122, gonna be 123, gonna be 124, gonna be 125, 6 here, gonna be 127, gonna be 128, gonna be 129, gonna be 130, 30, 30, now 1 here, gonna be 2, 33, gonna be 133, 33, gonna be 133, gonna be 133, now 134, gonna be 130, sold her to you 133, put it on 73, 133, 73. Buck 25 here. Be 125, 5, 5, 125, 5, 5, right there now 126 here. You gotta be 25, 6 here. Then I'm gonna be 125, then I'm gonna be 126 here. Then 125, then I'm gonna be 126 here. Now 6, 25, 6, 7. Now 8, now 129. Then I'm gonna be 130. Then I'm gonna be 131. Gonna be 132. Then I'm gonna be 133, 3. Then I'm gonna be 134. Then I'm gonna be 134. He says now 5, 5, 5. Gonna be 135. 134 now 5. Sold her to you 134. Put it on 14 on 3. Oh, buck 25 here. Be 126 here. 126 here. 126 here. Gonna be 127. Gonna be 128 here. Gonna be 128. Gonna be 129 here. To be 30. 130. 131. Gonna be 132. Gonna be 132. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Gonna be 133 now 134, 134, 135, 136 here, then I'm gonna be 136 here, and I'm gonna be 135. Now 6 here, 137, now 137, 6 here, and I'm gonna be 137, 136 here, and gonna be 137, sold her to you 136, 14 on 3, 14 on 3. haven't even started selling this one yet. Yeah. Thanks for bringing her back.
I hope it does good.
Thanks for bringing her back. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. No kidding. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Wish I had that job. Yeah. Right. It never does. Here we go. What do you want to do here? 65 cents on 35, 50, 35, 37, 35, 40, you're going to be 42 and a half, 45, going to be 47, going to be 50, here you're going to be 52 and a half, going to be 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half. 56, 50, then I'm going to be 57, going to be 58, here you're going to be 59, here to be 60, here you're going to be 61, now 62, then I'm going to be 63, 64, 35, 36, here you're going to be 37, 38, here 39, now 70, now 71, then I'm going to be 70, here, then I'm going to be 71, sold her to you 70 cents, 14 on 4. Here we go. Buck 50. Buck 50 here. 48 here. 45, it could be 145, 5, 5, it could be 145, 142, 2, 2, right there, it'll be 143 here, it'll be 140, it'll be 143, 140, what's that, catch your weight? We'll catch your weight. I'm thinking high 16, 17, my guess. A little higher than what I was thinking. Can't take the credit for that one. 45, did you say 42? I think it'll be 142, it'll be 143, then 144, here, it'll be 144, 44, yes sir. 143, now 144, all in, all done. 143 right there, put it on 14 on 1, 14 on 1. Probably 40 something. 32, even better. $1 here. 85, then 87 and 85, 87 and 85, gonna be 87 and a half. 85, 87 and 85, 86 here, gonna be 87, gonna be 80 here, gonna be 89, gonna be 90. Now 1, and then gonna be 92, now 3, gonna be 94, gonna be 95, 6 here, gonna be 97, 8, 8, 8, 9, gonna be 99 here, gonna be $1, and 101, gonna be 102, 103, 104, 105, gonna be 106 here, 105, 7, gonna be 108 here, gonna be 109, gonna be 10, now 11, now 11 here, that'll be 110, then gonna be 111, sold her 110, 14 on 4, 14 on 3X. $110 here, be 85, be 85, and then 85, 5, 5, right there, and 87 and a half. 85, then I'm gonna be 87 and a half, 85, then I'm gonna be 87 and a half, I'm gonna be 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, now 70, now 72 and a half, 72, then I'm gonna be 75, 77 and a half, then I'm gonna be 77 and a half, I'm gonna be 80 here, then I'm gonna be 82 and a half, then I'm gonna be 82 and a half, 81, now 82, 83, then I'm gonna be 84, I'm gonna be 85, 5, 5. Here, I'm gonna be 87, gonna be 88, gonna be 89, gonna be 90 here, 91, now 2, 93, gonna be 94, gonna be 95, gonna be 96 here, gonna be 97, gonna be 98, 99, $1 here, gonna be 99, gonna be 1, 1, 1, you bought her 99 cents on 14 on, same way, 14 on 3X. You're a nice little cow. Buck 35, be 136 here, then I'm gonna be 130, then I'm gonna be 135, then I'm gonna be 136 here, then I'm gonna be 135, 36, 37, then I'm gonna be 138, then I'm gonna be 139 here, gonna be 140. Now 1, now 2, then I'm gonna be 143, gonna be 144, 45, 46 here, gonna be 147, gonna be 148, 147, then I'm gonna be 148, sold her to you 147.73, 147.73. Buck 20 here. Be 120. Be 115. Be 110. 10. Who to be 10? 110 where? Be $1 here. How to be 95. 97 and a half. 95. Be 97 and a half. $1 here, gonna be 102 to half, gonna be 102 to half, gonna be 105, gonna be 107 and a half here, gonna be 107 and a half, 6 here, 107, gonna be 108 here, gonna be 109, gonna be 110, gonna be 11, 12 here, gonna be 113, 114, 115, gonna be 116, 117, 118, 119, 118, 119, where? All in all done, sold her 118, put it on 14 on 5, 14 on 5. Pen her up front, please. Buck 30 here. 125. 125. 125. 120. 120. 115 here. About 105. 105. 105. She's not bad here. 105 here. Thank you. Now 6. 105. 106 where? 106 here. 106 here. 105. 6 here. Now 11. Now 11, 12, now 12, I'm going to be 115, I'm going to be 116, 117, I'm going to be 118 here, I'm going to be 119, going to be 120, 119, going to be 120, sold her 119, 14 on 3, 14 on 3, thank you. Here we go, buck 30 here, be 131, 131, 131, 130, going to be 131. And 7, now 7, going to be 137, I'm going to be 137 here, she's a beauty, then I'm going to be 137. 136. You want to be specific next? 136 here, then I'm going to be one. How about 141? 141 and a half. 136 here, going to be 137. All in, all done. Going to be 136 over here on 14 on 3. I should have said 141 and a quarter. You considered it. Can't say no to the quarter. I can't cross over to the dark side, though. Denise would kill me. Denise would kill me. I don't want to get strangled over here from behind. $1 here. Gonna be one. One. 85 on it. Gonna be 87 and a half. 85. 87 and a half. 85. 87 and a half. 85. 87 and a half. Now 90 here. Gonna be 92 and a half. Gonna be 95. Gonna be 97 and a half. Gonna be 97 and a half. Gonna be $1. Now 2 and a half. Gonna be 102 and a half. Gonna be 101. Gonna be 2. Gonna be 103. Now 4 here. Gonna be 105. Gonna be 105. 5. Gonna be 105. 119, it'll be 118, it'll be 119, all in, all done. 118 your way, put it on 14 on 3 still. 14 on 3, thank you. Yeah. Denise is having fun. Yeah. That'd be fine with me too, yeah. I'd hate to be 5 and 10 short here and there though. Here we go, good cow here. 142. 142, 2. 142. 140. 138. 138. 135. 135. 132. 2. 132. 2. 132. 132. 130. 130. 30. 125. 125. 22. 10. 110, 10, gonna be 12 and a half. 110, gonna be 112 and a half. Gonna be, you said that here, gonna be 115, gonna be 117 and a half. 120, and 120, gonna be 120, gonna be 117 and a half. Gonna be 120, where? Gonna be 120, and 121, gonna be 122, 2, 121, gonna be 122, 2. Sold her 121, put it on 14 by 3, 14 on 3. Buck 35 here. Careful, careful. She's already moving pretty quick. 135, gonna be 135, gonna be 136 here, gonna be 135, gonna be 136 here, gonna be 137, gonna be 138, now 139, 140, gonna be 141, gonna be 142, 143, 144, 145, 44 and gonna be 145, gonna be 145, 44 and a half, 45, sold her 144 and a half, 173, 144 and a half, 73. Buck 32 here, 133, 133, 133, 132, at 133, 133, gonna be 133, 33, gonna be 134, gonna be 133, gonna be 134, 4, 4, 33, now 134, 33, gonna be 134, all in all done, sold her 133, 14 on 3. Buck 45 here, gonna be 146 here, gonna be 145, gonna be 146 here, gonna be 145 here, 145, gonna be 6 here, 145, now 6 here, gonna be 145, gonna be 146, gonna be 147, gonna be 147 here, and 147, gonna be 147 and a half, and gonna be 147 and a half, 147 and a half, 147, gonna be 147 and a half, and gonna be 147 and a half, sold her 147 right there, 14 on 3. Buck 45 here, gonna be 2, gonna be 142, 2, 142, gonna be 142, 142, gonna be 38, 138, 35, 5, 135, 5 there. Now 136 here, gonna be 135, gonna be 136 here, gonna be 135, gonna be 136 here, 135. Now 6 here, gonna be 137, gonna be 136 here, gonna be 137, and all in all done. Sold her 136, put it on 14 on 3. Buck 32 here. Slim cow there. Gonna be 133. Gonna be 134. Gonna be 135. 6 here. Gonna be 137. Gonna be 138. Over 139 here. Gonna be 140. Now 1. Now 2. Now 3. Gonna be 44. Gonna be 143 and a half. Now 144. Gonna be 144 and a half. Gonna be 144 and a half. Now 145, gonna be 145 and a half, gonna be 145 and a half, gonna be 146 here, gonna be 146 and a half, gonna be 147, 147 and a half, 147 and a half, 140, gonna be 148, you bought her 147 and a half, 73, 147 and a half, put it on 73. I don't think so. Yeah. 10 cents. 10, 10, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5 right there. Now 6 cents here. It'll be 5. It'll be 6 here. It'll be 5. Now 6 where? It'll be 5. Now 6 here. Oh, what'd you say? 6 now 7 here. It'll be 8 here. It'll be 9. It'll be 10. It'll be 10, 10, 10. It'll be 11 here. Now 10, 11. 10, 11. You bought her 10 cents on the 4s. 14 on 4. Thank you. 14 on 6. Pen her up close. Please pen her up close. 14 on 6. Thank you. Yeah. Get a tank going on her. 145. Gonna be 145. 5 right there. Gonna be 146 here. Gonna be 145. Gonna be 146 here. 145. Gonna be 146. 145. 6 away. Gonna be 146. Gonna be 146 here. Sold her 145.73. 145.73. Buck 40 here. Gonna be 141. Gonna be 141. Gonna be 141, 141 here, 40, it'll be 141 now, it'll be 141, now 2, now 2, 2, 2, 41, 2, all in, all done, sold her 141, 14 on 3X, 14 on 3. Buck 40 here, it'll be 130, it'll be 1. It'll be 128, 88, it'll be 125, 125, 5, 5, in the middle, gonna be 125, 5, 5, in the middle, gonna be 122, 122, 220, here, it's gonna be 121, gonna be 121, 1, 1, gonna be 121, 120 now, 1, 121, gonna be 122, gonna be 123, gonna be 124, gonna be 125, 5, 5, gonna be 125, now 126 here, now 127, gonna be 128, 127, then gonna be 128, on done. Sold at 127.14 on 3. Buck 52, 152, gonna be 153, 33, gonna be 153, 33, gonna be 153, 33, gonna be 152 now 3, 152, gonna be 153, all in, all done. You bought her 152, 7 straight, 152, 7 straight. Here we go. Buck 45 here. 142, 2, 2. Gonna be 138, then gonna be 139, 130, then gonna be 139, 99, then gonna be 138, and 139, gonna be 140. Now 1, now 111, gonna be 142, 143, 4, 4, 4, 43, then gonna be 144, 4, 4, 43, gonna be 144. Where all in, all done. Sold her 143, put it on 14 on 3, 143, 14 on 3. Thank you. One ten, a little bit, be 110, 10, 10, gonna be $1, one little bit, gonna be one, little bit, don't weigh a whole lot, not a whole lot of cow there. 85, and then gonna be 87 and a half, 81, gonna be 87 and a half, 85, gonna be 87 and a half, here, 85, 87 and a half, 6 now 7, now 88, 88 here, gonna be 89, gonna be 90 here, gonna be 91, gonna be 92, 93, 94, 95, 96 here, gonna be 97, gonna be 98 here, gonna be 99, gonna be $1, now 1, now 2, gonna be 103, gonna be 104, gonna be 105, 6 here, gonna be 107, 106 here, gonna be 107, 106 here, gonna be 107, sold her 106, 14 on 3X, is that gonna work for you? 14 on 3X? 12 to go, yeah. Buck 30 here, 120, 85, 85 right there, 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and a half, 87 and a half. 85, how about $1? $1 here, it'll be 102 to hand, it'll be 105, it'll be 7 and a half, 8 to 10, here, gonna be 12 and a half, gonna be 115, 115, it'll be 13, it'll be 14, gonna be 115, here, gonna be 116, 117, gonna be 118, 18, 18, 18, 117, gonna be 118, 117, 18, sold her 117, put it on 14 by 3X again, 14 on 3X, thank you. Ooh, 85 cents here, a little bit, 65, 35, 35, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, but it's like a bit 35, 35, gonna be like a bit 37 and a half, gonna be 37 and a half, 35, 7 and a half. 35, 7 and a half, 6 here, gonna be 37, gonna be 38 here, gonna be 38, gonna be 39, gonna be 40, 41, gonna be 42, gonna be 43, 44, gonna be 45, 46, now 47, gonna be 40, gonna be 49, gonna be 50, 51, gonna be 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, now 60 here, 61, 62, 63, gonna be 34, 35, 66 here, 67, 66 here, 67, 66, 67 sold her to you, 66, 14 on 6X, spanner in the front, please. 35 here, a little bit of there it is now, a little bit of 37, a little bit of 35, a little bit of 37 and a half, 35, gonna be 36 here, gonna be 37, gonna be 38, gonna be 38, 39, 40, now 40 here, gonna be 41, 42, a little bit gonna be 42, 2, gonna be 43, gonna be 44, gonna be 45, 46 here, 47, gonna be 48, 49, now 50, now 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56 here, gonna be 57, 58 here, again a little bit 58, 59 here, gonna be 60, 61, gonna be 62, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66 here, 67, 68 here, 69, now 70 here, gonna be 70, 69, 70, 71, 22, 2, gonna be 73, 74, 75, 76 here, 77, gonna be 78, 79, gonna be 80, who'd be 81, gonna be 82, 83, gonna be 84, 85, 86, 87, 86, 87, you bought her 86, put it on 14 on 4, 14 on 4. Perfect. Numbers are going up. Buck 10 here. How about a dollar on it? Big one. 85. 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 86, 87, 88, 89, now 90 here, going to be 91, going to be 92, 93, 94, 95, 96 here, going to be 97, 98 here, going to be 99, $1, now 101, now 102, going to be 103, going to be 104, 105, 6 here, going to be 107, 106 here, going to be 107, 106 here, do you want to do 107? No, 106 here, all in, all done, sold her to you, 106 on, 14 on 3X, 14 on 3X. 10 here. 110. How about 12 and a half here? 110. 12 and a half. 112 and a half. 15. 115. 112 and a half. 115 here. 117 and a half. 117 and a half. 16. 117. 118. 118. 17. 118 here. 17. 118. 117. 18. All in, all done. Right there. 117. Put it on 31. 117. Put it on 31. We'll catch your weight. $35. A little bit of $35. We got no Travis here. You want to see her again? You remember? 20 right there. Then it's going to be 22 and then it's going to be 25. Then it's going to be 27 and a half here. It'll be 30. Now 32 and then it's going to be 31. It'll be 32. Then it's going to be 33. Then it's going to be 34. It'll be 35. 36 here. Then it's going to be 37. Then it's going to be 38 here. It'll be 39 here. It's going to be 39. 40. Now 41. Now 41. Going to be 42. Then it's going to be 41. Going to be 42. You got her 41 there. Put it on 14 on 4. 14 on 4. $1 here. Oh, never mind here. You're right. That's a late arrival. Buck 35. 136 here. 135. 136 here. Going to be 137. Going to be 138. Going to be 139. 41, 141, 140 here, going to be 141, 141, 140, then going to be 141, 1, now 2, then going to be 142, 141, then going to be 142. You're out, Travis. You got a bit of be 142. All in, all done. You bought her 141. Put it on 31. 141. Put it on 31. Ooh, okay, all right. 120, 120, 110, 10, 10. $1 here, and gonna be $1. $1 here, 85, 85. You saying 85, bud? You gonna do her? 87 and a half, then it's gonna be 85, then it's gonna be 87 and a half, then 85, gonna be 87 and a half, 85 $1. Now 101, then it's gonna be 101, $1 here, gonna be 101. All in on the bought her there, $1. Put it on 14 on 4. 3X, 14 on 3X. Here's a dandy. Buck 45 here. 142, 142, 142. 38 here. 138. 130. 135, 136 here. 135, gonna be 136 here. Yeah. Bring her back, please. Now 6 where? You're 5, 6 here, then it'll be 135, then it'll be 136 here, then it'll be 135, then it'll be 136 here, then it'll be 135, then it'll be 136. 135, then it'll be 136 here, then it'll be 136. Sold it to you 135, 7 on 3. Yeah, there you go, perfect. 150 here. 50 here. 148, how about 148, 40? Are you saying 48 or 45? Now 45, then I'm gonna be 146 here, then I'm gonna be 140, then I'm gonna be 146, then I'm gonna be 45, then I'm gonna be 146. Nice cow. Then I'm gonna be 146 here. 140, then I'm gonna be 146. You bought her 145, 7 straight. $1 here, 85, 65, 50 cents here, 45, 40, 40, 40, 40, then I'm gonna be 35, 35, 35, then I'm gonna cents here, then I'm gonna be 20, now 22, then gonna be 25, 25, 27 and a half, now 27 and a half, 26 here, gonna be 27, gonna be 28 here, then I'm gonna be 28 here, gonna be 28, now 29 here, and 20, gonna be 29, sold her to you 28, put it on 14 on 4, pin her up close. Well, the writing's on the wall here. 20 cents here, and then it'll be 20, then it'll be 22, then it'll be 22 and a half here, and then it'll be 25, gonna be 27, and gonna be 30, then 32, and gonna be 35, 37 and a half, now 40, now 42, then it'll be 40, then it'll be 42, then it'll be 41, then it'll be 42, 22, gonna be 43 here, gonna be 44, now 45, 46 here, gonna be 47, gonna be 48, 49 here, gonna be 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58 over here, and 59, 58, 59, 58, then I'm going to be 59, 99. Travis, you're done. 58, 59, you're out. Travis is out. 58, 59. All in, all done. You got her 58 on 31, 31. $65 here, 35, 35, 35, then I'm gonna be right there now, 37 and 37 and 37 and 35, then I'm gonna be 37 and 35, 37 and now 70, now 72 and a half, now 75, then I'm gonna be 77 and 37, then I'm gonna be 77 and gonna be 80 here, then I'm gonna be 82 and gonna be 85, 90, 92 and gonna be 95, 97 and gonna be 1, now 102 and a half, 105, 107 and a half, gonna be 110, 107 and a half, 108 here, 107 and gonna be 108, 888, all in, all done, sold her to you 107 and a half there. 14 on 4, 14 on 4. They just keep on coming. $110 here, 110, 10, 10, it'll be $1. $1, thank you. It'll be 102 and it'll be 102 and it'll be 105 here, it'll be 107 and a half, 107 and a half, 10, 111, 112, it'll be 113, it'll be 114, it'll be 115, 116, 115, 116, 115, 116. You bought her 115, put it on 14 on 3x, 14 on 3x. If I do $1 here too, $1 here, $1 90 cents. 90 cents here, 85, 85, 85, now 50, now 50 here, 50, 50, 50, 50, 35, 36 here, 35, 36. 35, then I'm going to be 36, 37, now 37, then I'm going to be 38 here, I'm going to be 30, I'm going to be 39 here, I'm going to be 40, now 41, I'm going to be 42, 43, 44, 45, 46 here, I'm going to be 47, now 48, 49, I'm going to be 50 here, I'm going to be 51, 52, 53, I'm going to be 53, 52, 53, 52, 53, sold her to you 52, 14 on 4. Thanks Rod for everything today. Thank you Kent for coming in. $1 here, 90 cents on 85, 85, 85, 85 cents on 85, 75, 75, 55, 50, 50, 50, 52 and a half, 55, 55, 55, 57 and a half. 57, 60 here, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, going to be 55, 55, 55, 67 and a half, 67 and a half, going to be 70. Now 72 and a half, 72 and a half, going to be 75, 77 and a half, here, going to be 77 and a half, 75, 76, 76. Now 77 and 78. Now 79, going to be 80 here, going to be 81, 80 here, going to be 81, all in, all done, 80, 14 on 4. What did she say back there? Last one. Yeah, $1 here, a dollar there, 102 and a half, 2 and a half, gonna be 105, 7 and a half here, gonna be 110, gonna be 12 and a half, gonna be 115 here, gonna be 117 and a half, gonna be 15, 16 here, 16, 17, 118, 119, gonna be 18, gonna be 119, gonna be 18, gonna be 119, 118, gonna be 119, 120, 120. All it takes is a little kick, 19, 20, there you go, 20 here. Every time she kicks, you got a big in 121. You want to do that? 121 here, then it's gonna be 122, 125, gonna be 126 here. What's that? 125 and a half, gonna be 126 here, 125, 28 and a half, 31 and a half, gonna be 132, 2, gonna be 132, 31 and a half, gonna be 132. All in, all done. Sold her to you 131 and a half, 73, 131 and a half, 73. Thanks guys for coming in. Nah, I don't want to start that. You guys have a good one. I'll be back on Groundhog Day, hopefully. Yep. Leaving in the morning. Yep. We're bringing 12. What's that? Till February 2nd. I'll hopefully be back that Monday. I'm back at it.